Hello again, welcome back to Skyrim. Thanks for joining me again. We are standing, well, on some peak, and then Mjol is kind of hovering here next to us. We're up here because of Inigo. He's been having these, horrible hallucinations. And so he asked us to come up here to Snow Point Beacon. And then, so we're here up now. We found the wooden posts from Inigo's visions. Hopefully they will lead us to whatever is causing his brain troubles. We want to take care of those brain troubles, poor guy. So that's what we're going to try to do. We need to find the cabin. That's the cabin right down there. We came up here. Why did I walk up here? I think I came up here to read something at the end of the last episode. Now, as far as where Inigo is, I don't know where he is right now. I thought he was right down there. But I don't see him now. Hopefully he'll show up. Because, we need to go in this cabin. And whatever we're looking for in this cabin appears to be deep underground.
Thank the gods. I am not crazy. There it is. The cabin I saw. My friend, I bet you 100 septims the door is locked tight.
Where is he?
I think I have a solution, though.
He has a solution. I think he's underground. I think Inigo is underground. I can't see him. Couldn't we just knock Ghost Inigo?
Maybe there is danger inside. If there is, I would rather it did not know we were coming.
Okay.
During one of my painful episodes, I said, "It is under the rug." Remember? Give me a moment.
Okay. Where are you, dude? So give him a moment. I hear...
Yes, here it is.
There he is.
Key.
Oh, okay. You found a key.
Back home, my mother used to keep a spare in the same place. Why don't you do the honors? My hands are uncharacteristically shaky for some reason.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'm ready if you are, dude.
Okay. Let us see what is inside.
So that was really interesting that he was like, you know, crouched over there like that, looking under the rug when I wasn't. So it's cool to know that a follower can be crouched when I'm not. I always thought that we had to be in total sync. Oh, I was going to say, is Mjol going to join us? Oh, is Mjol underground now too? I had a couple of people tell me that their game didn't look like this. This path wasn't all blocked off. So I guess there has been an avalanche in my game. So we have the key now. We found the cabin. And I don't remember him handing me a key. Maybe he did. There's a book over here, Cats of Skyrim. Interesting. We've got an anvil here. The anvil we could use...
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
Yeah. So she's a ghost now. Okay. Unlock Langley's house using the key. Okay, let's do it. A cozy... Well, I was going to say little place. It's this big. Oh, there's somebody lying over there. Well, the whole gang's here. Oh, look at this.
Is that a picture of me? What is this place? Let us look around.
Yeah, let's look around before we wake this dude up. I mean, I hope he's alive. I hope he's not dead. Got some glowing mushrooms here, some nightshade, dragon's tongue, nice stack of wood, a bunch of skulls. So a bunch of alchemy ingredients, arcane enchanter here, a stack of books, a couple stacks of books, the Book of Daedra. Here's a storage chest with nothing in it. Y'all be quiet, you're going to wake him up. So yeah, we got this very interesting picture here. This sketch of Inigo. Nice alchemy lab here. More sketches of Inigo. That's pretty scary looking right there. Not sure what that is. And then, I mean, that might not even be Inigo, actually. No, it's Inigo. Look at the markings on his forehead there. I feel like they match up. But who's this guy? Right here it goes. Mjol is so bored. Just yawning. And a map of Skyrim. He's got Myths of Shagarath here. Alright, bunch of different books. He's got a book, The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 2. Langley. So he is alive. Which is good. Hey dude, get up. What time is it anyway? It's the middle of the day. Well, he's taking a nap. You know, I enjoy a good nap from time to time.
Oh my. You're here. I was beginning to lose hope.
What the heck? Hope is not lost. How can I help you? Before I agree to help you with anything, I want some answers. I'm with the Companions. Do you need assistance? I'm with the College of Winterhold. Maybe I can help. Yes, it is I, Dragonborn. What seems to be the problem? Holy cow. I don't know. How? I don't know, man. Give me some answers.
What? No, not you, you bloody barbarian. Him! Get out of the way!
Oh.
Inigo, is it really you? Or am I dreaming?
That is my name, and let me tell you this. If you insult my friend again, I will be forced to harm you. Do we have an understanding?
My apologies. I am often too terse for my own good. I mean nothing by it, I assure you.
Okay, my friend here is the legendary Dragonborn. He deserves your respect.
I see. Well, I'm sure you make quite the team, Inigo, but it's you who I've been seeking all these years. I'm so glad you're still alive.
Who are you? Why have you been seeking me?
My name is Langley. Langley Longseer to some. Dear boy, I have much to tell you. How did you find me?
I started to get brief, painful visions a while ago. They showed me flashes of this place. And you. I also felt a nasty tugging sensation.
Ha! The spell works. Not quite as was intended, but it got you here in the end. I was about ready to string that conjuration mage up by his toes.
You summoned me? I have to tell you, your spell needs work.
I've been trying to locate you for quite some time. I even traveled to Riverhold.
They were killed protecting a trading caravan. I heard. You were there?
Yes. I am so sorry for your loss. For all your losses. In a way, I've been traveling with you. Just a step behind.
Did my mother and father die well?
They met their end with dignity. I was the one who found them, and I made sure they had a fine burial. They died holding hands.
Why were you there? Were you looking for me even then?
I had hoped they could lead me to you. I continued to track you for years. Then the trail went cold after I found your brother.
You found Fergus? How? Have you always been hiding in my past, haunting every step I take? Why? I do not know you. What do you want from me?
I have come to know you very well. I am your friend, Inigo. Perhaps the greatest friend you have. We are destined to work together.
I already have the only friend I need.
You don't understand. There's a great evil coming. I don't know when exactly, but it is close. I've seen it in my dreams. You are there too. You are the champion destined to destroy the Doomstrider.
What are you talking about? The Doomstrider?
Yes, the very avatar of destruction and death. The demon that has plagued my dreams for decades.
I need to sit down.
Take a seat, rest, and I'll tell you all I know. I've been keeping a note of everything.
I am sorry, my friend. I need a moment. My legs are a little wobbly all of a sudden.
Go and sit down. It is a lot to take in, I know. Make no mistake, Inigo. You are safe here. You both are. Inigo and I have much to discuss. I don't wish to be rude, but perhaps it's best if you leave us to it for a bit. In fact, if you could do something for me, I'd be most grateful.
Well, interesting. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather stay with Inigo.
Inigo may trust you, but I don't know you at all, and I'd rather speak to him alone for a bit. Much of what I have to say is personal. If you're half the friend he thinks you are, I'm sure you understand. I'm not asking you to go very far, I just need you to get something for me.
What do you need?
Eggs.
What?
Eggs! You know, birds lay them. Snow thrush eggs, to be precise. 6 should do the trick. They often boost my visions, allowing me to see further into the future. If Inigo is here, then maybe the Doomstrider is finally preparing to strike. We must be ready.
Find at least 6 snow thrush eggs in the area outside Langley's house. Hey, dude, I just want you to know I really didn't appreciate your rudeness earlier. I mean, how dare you be rude to somebody who just stormed into your house using the key under the mat?
I don't appreciate your inability to pay attention. I already apologized for my initial greeting. It is not my fault you weren't listening.
All right. I was listening. Your tone carries more hostility than your words.
I can't help that. Emotional honesty has always been my greatest weakness. I have a fiery temperament I can't always control. Anyway, we're wasting time. I need to talk to Inigo, and you, if you would be so kind, need to find those eggs.
Hey, before I leave, what the heck is a Doomstrider?
I don't know. Maybe in time we'll find out together. Go on, go and get those eggs and let Inigo and I talk a while.
Where will I find them?
There are at least 8 nests outside my home. You shouldn't need to go very far. I hope you don't mind heights. They are usually rather elevated. Come back to me when you have 6 eggs, no fewer. Find 8, and I'll give you something precious for your trouble.
Precious, you say? Okay, I'll go get your eggs.
Search up high, and try not to fall off anything.
Okay. What if we talk to him again?
Shouldn't you be outside collecting eggs?
Alright, I'll get your eggs.
Remember to search up high, and try not to do yourself a mischief.
So Inigo has gone over here to sit down. Inigo, you okay, buddy? You gonna be alright, man?
This Langley fellow seems to have a lot to tell me, and sadly I don't think he'll do it with you here.
Dude, I don't know if I trust any of this.
I personally do not sense danger here, but perhaps you shouldn't go too far from this house. If you hear any screams of agony, come running, okay?
Alright, are you okay, though?
I'm a bit shaken by how well this man seems to know me, but I'll be okay. I wonder what else he has to say. I hope my poor mind can take it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get the eggs. I'll be back in a little bit.
I have heard the snow thrush likes to nest up trees and on the edge of cliffs. Be careful you do not slip.
I wonder if I'm going to be able to find all of these eggs out here.
You don't seem to have the eggs I need. Why are you still here?
The reason I say that is because it appears as though something has happened to my game to make this area outside different than it should be. But hey, I don't know. We'll see. I guess the game isn't going to be kind and tell me exactly where to look for these eggs. Check this out. There's a nest up here. Whoa. Oh, let's just walk right through the tree. Man, I want to walk up the tree. Oh, whoa.
I journey with my father on hunting expeditions.
Well, crap, man. How am I supposed to get up there
The cliff racers
if I can't walk up the damn tree? Oh, okay. You can't climb either of those trees. They're invisible. And I want to get all 8 eggs because I want the precious item. Huh. Shrine of Talos. Let's activate it. I don't remember what the Shrine of Talos gives us. Let's see. The Shrine of Talos gives us Fortify Shouts. Okay, cool. So, how the heck am I supposed to get this egg if I can't climb that tree? I mean, I could try to shoot at it, but then the egg's just going to fall way down there. Huh. Yeah, I think there's something wrong. I really don't think that I should clip through the tree like that. There's one on top of the house over here. There's one right here. Snow thrush egg added. This is kind of steep. Can I go up this way? Come on now. There's one right up there. I see it. There we go. Nice. Okay. Another snow thrush egg added. While I'm up here, let's look around and see if there's any other ones that maybe we could get to. At least it's a nice pretty day, huh? Nice clear day. So they like to nest in trees and on the edges of cliffs. And apparently on houses as well. Where am I going to find other nests? Luckily, the nests are pretty easy to distinguish from the background, I feel like. But I'm not seeing any now. What's that down there? Let's look at the map. Down that direction. I guess I'm looking down at Nightgate Inn, maybe. Well, I'm very concerned that I'm not going to be able to get all 8 of these. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get 6 of them because of the weirdness that appears to be going on here. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, there's one right there. Well, let's see if I clip through this. Oh, I hurt myself a little bit. Well, at least I don't clip through that. There's one on that post right there. How am I supposed to get to that? There's like blood down there too from our battle earlier. Huh. Interesting. How am I supposed to get this? Ouch, it's gonna hurt. This. Oh, maybe I can jump up here? I don't know. Oh crap, I didn't jump. I don't think there's a fly spell in this game, is there? Oh, doggone it, I keep pressing the button to jump, but I'm not jumping.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career.
Yeah?
I was fearless.
Were you?
Took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
Got it. I'm sure you heard me pressing my interact button furiously. So we've collected what, 4 of them now, I think? 2 of them on the house and 2 of them here. Four, okay. We need at least 2 more to get him to talk to us. Y'all, I mean, if you want, you could help. You know, you could run around and let me know if you see any. I'm worried that some of them are covered up by whatever the heck has happened up here to make my game so weird. You got any, Oh, here we go. Here's one right here. He does have one. Okay, that's 5. We know there's a 6th one right up there, but I can't get to it. I mean, I could probably try to shout it off of there and hope that it doesn't go down the mountain. I'm going to F5 it and try to shout it off of there and see what happens. Let's give that a try. So my hope is that I'll shout it. I don't know, man. It's going to go down the mountain, isn't it? Oh, man. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. And that did absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So... look at this. I clip right through it. That's baloney. Oh, search sack. What? That's weird. I mean, I'll take it. So I could reach this sack. What the hell? Man, I am going to find myself falling off this cliff. Oh my gosh. Well, I F5'd it, so I don't know what I'm standing on right now. Yep. I can't get to it, doggone it. It is hilarious that I'm just walking on air. Well, shoot. The other ones have been kind of right around here. Where are we going to find another one? I've got 5. I need at least one more. Some trees over here. What are you doing way down there? You're supposed to be... Maybe she's helping me. She's looking for some nests. She's trying to help. Gee whiz, man. Who's she talking to? Is she talking to anybody who will listen? I mean, I'm wondering if... I don't know, with the weirdness that's going on, that this isn't actually here, if that makes any sense. Can't get up there, doggone it. It's so weird that that sack is there to make me think that I'm... Oh, this is gonna hurt. Sack makes me think that I'm looting the nest, but I'm not. Oh gosh, how am I gonna get back up here? Now I'm... Oh boy. Huh. Jeez. I need a teleport spell, man. I cannot believe I was able to get back up here. Huh. Well. If that hawk would come down here, I'd try to jump on the hawk. Come here, hawk. What do hawks eat? Like, try to lure the hawk down here with some food. Oh, man. Okay. Huh. Ah. Yeah, that egg is still in there. I was a little bit... At least I think it is. I think I see the egg in there. I was a little bit worried that I may have shouted it off of there without realizing it. I don't know, man. These are probably some good arrows I'm shooting. Oh, I'm just shooting regular old force horn arrows. These are good. Keep shooting over top of it. Yep. Poo. This is pretty doggone annoying. And plus, I mean, I've only found 5 of them, right? That means there's 3 more out here still. And where the hell are they? I might have to go somewhere and buy some eggs from somebody, because I don't think I'm going to find them here, man. I don't think I am. Because of this strange situation that I'm in. Oh, here's one. Well, I've got 6 eggs. As much as I want to get 8,
but that's what it was all about.
I don't know if I'm going to, you know? Because I can't get to that one because I clip into that tree. How far away do I have to go? I don't know, I just wanted to see if I could see this, the other one. And if I found it, then maybe I would try really, really hard to get that one in the tree. Although I really don't know what else I can do. Right? What else can I do? The lighting is very cool up here though, right? Very cool. Oh, there's like an invisible thing stopping me. There we go. Yeah, I guess we just have to settle for 6. It's a bummer, man. You know, I like to try to complete things when I can. Right here, it looks like there's actually a tree in this rock. So I guess the avalanche has fallen down here and covered up the other nest, maybe. Okay, well, I've got 6 of them. Can't find the 8th one anyway, so... yeah, kind of a bummer, man. Alright. Let's go. We need to get back in here. Let's see, she's walking right through this rock. So it's almost like the NPCs are following the original path. Man, it's a good thing that this hut isn't underground, or I wouldn't be able to get to it. Yeah, there's some weirdness going on here. Okay, well, luckily we were able to get 6, so let's go back in, and let's see if we can catch the end of a conversation when we go in. Guess not. You okay, dude?
Yes, my friend.
Are you okay?
You survived your perilous egg-fetching adventure, I see. I have much to tell you, but first I think you should give this man his precious eggs.
Okay, I will. You sure?
Yes, my friend.
Okay, he's just going to say the same thing. Alright, dude, now get your freaking eggs.
Well done, you got the eggs. Very good.
Here, take them.
What? I didn't need eggs, I just needed you out of the house for a bit so we could talk. Keep them. Turn them into an omelette for all I care. Anyway, Inigo and I have had a bit of a chat, and he's persuaded me that you can be trusted. It seems we 3 are in this together. I've given him my notes, and I'm sure he'll let you read through everything. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Maybe you should talk to Inigo first, though.
Okay, check on the state of Inigo's mind. It seems Langley has told Inigo a lot in the time I was out collecting eggs. I should see how his mind is doing. Let's check on his mind, because we're a doctor, you know, so we could check on his mind. So, how you doing, buddy? You okay?
Good job getting those eggs, my friend. This Langley fellow may be a bit rude and gruff, but he's on our side. He gave me these. He found my father's journal, can you believe it? He also gave me 2 books he's written about his search for me. They contain a lot of information about how important I am. They are very good books, but also sad. Apparently, I have my own prophecy. If you want to hear more about it, I'll tell you what I know. Langley says we are going to save the world. That is, of course, unless you think we have something better to do.
Well, it's time for us to part ways. Well, tell me about your prophecy. Well, first, how does your head feel?
It is still a little tender. Oh, that reminds me. You should ask Langley about the summon spell that has been causing my mind vibrations. He has a spare copy. Maybe he will let you give it a go. My mind is not keen on the idea, but I think a spell like that could be useful, my friend.
Okay. Well, tell me about your prophecy.
I will tell you what I know.
Well, what is the prophecy exactly?
Okay. The Indigo Prophecy. Somewhere out there in the world, there is a very nasty being gathering its strength. If left unchecked, it will grow until its evil influence burns away all that is good in this world. It has appeared in Langley's dreams for many years, often as a gigantic figure striding through the land, leaving nothing but pain, anguish, and death in its wake. He calls it the Doomstrider. In the same dream, he sometimes sees a handsome blue Khajiit defeat the menace with his help. He calls this fellow the Champion. That is me, my friend. Much of Langley's prophecy is hazy, and he says that sometimes his dreams show more than one possible outcome. But now he and I have finally met, he believes we stand a good chance of preventing much suffering.
Uh-huh. Well, I want to know some details.
What details can I help you with?
Well, what can you tell me about the Doomstrider?
Not much, I'm afraid. Langley is the man to ask about that. All I know is that I am destined to fight whatever or whoever it is. I hope you will be at my side when the time comes, my friend. Of course, I will do my best to keep this from interfering with my debt to you.
Dude, I'm with you all the way, man. Don't worry about it.
It warms my heart to hear you say that, my friend. With your help, I know I can finally put some good back into this world.
Well, tell me about these books that Langley gave you.
They are called In Search of a Champion and Da Vinci's Journal. My father wrote the journal, and Langley wrote In Search of a Champion. Langley's books contain the story of his search for me, and a few tales about Fergus and I. The journal is my father's personal account of our upbringing. In my opinion, the books are informative and quite moving.
Does he have more to say about the Doomstrider?
Not much, I'm afraid. Langley is the man to ask about that. All I know is that I am destined to fight whatever or whoever it is. I hope you will be at my side when the time comes, my friend. Of course, I will do my best to keep this from interfering with my debt to you.
Okay, that's why that was still kind of highlighted, because we could say something else here. What have you learned about your past?
Like all Khajiit, my physical characteristics were probably determined by the moons at my birth. I seem to be the product of a very rare celestial alignment that only occurs briefly, every few hundred years or so. In the backward village where I was born, a blue child was seen as a bad moon omen. I would have been sacrificed if my birth mother had not smuggled Fergus and I away.
Was Fergus in danger too?
We were not identical, but we were twins. Perhaps his life was forfeit by association. Whatever the case, I like to think that my birth mother could not bear the idea of separating us.
If he was your twin, why wasn't he blue?
I can only guess that there was enough time between our births for the moons to shift. Langley thinks the alignment that produced me may only last for a few moments. I am incredibly unique, my friend.
Well, can I ask you something else?
What would you like to know?
Tell me a little bit about Langley.
He is interesting.
Okay. How do his visions work?
Langley has dreams that often come true. He usually foresees the beginning, the middle, or the end of a future event, but never all three. So he may know that a man at the market will get into a fight, but he won't know why. Or he will see a dead man at the market, but not know how he died. To make matters worse, he sometimes sees 2 or more possible endings. Until we met, he couldn't be sure that we ever would. He is understandably relieved.
Tell me about his search for you.
Ever since I appeared in his dreams, he has been looking for me. All he knew in the beginning was that the champion was Khajiit, avoided death at an early age, and had blue fur. He finally heard about a remote village among the shifting sands of elsewhere, that ritualistically sacrifices any child born among their number whose fur is blue. He deduced that the champion was likely a blue child from this village that somehow escaped their fate. He set off in search of the village, but on the way he found Riverhold and heard about me. This was a few years after Fergus and I left to find our fortune though, so he began tracking us. Along the way he heard tales about my brother and I. He even collected mementos from our endeavors. You can see a few of them over there on those shelves by the chest. After finding Fergus, lying among the remains of our camp, he lost track of me. The years went by, and he grew weary. He eventually returned here, and employed a group of adventurers to continue the search for me, and to look for any signs of the Doomstrider. He also paid a conjuration mage to concoct a summon Inigo spell. My mind vibrations were the result of him trying unsuccessfully to use the spell.
Well, that was a lot of information. Can I ask you something else?
What would you like to know?
What happens next, man?
We wait for Langley to receive more information either from his sources or his dreams. When he hears something new, he will let us know.
How will he contact us?
He will use the summon spell to vibrate my mind again. My mind is not looking forward to it.
Alright, well, I guess I've heard enough for now.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts?
Those items on the shelves Langley salvaged from my past bring back some good memories.
Any other thoughts?
The witches those skulls belonged to were very energetic. Removing their heads slowed them down.
Okay. What else you got?
Blowaft's club still smells a little. He was the most odorsome giant I have ever put an end to.
Okay.
That helmet up there was only a little harder than the head of its owner. Luckily, the neck beneath it was quite soft.
I see.
This place smells safe and fascinating. No.
He has no thoughts. He's done. Getting up. So, let's see. What does the quest say now? The quest now says Inigo has suggested I ask Langley about the summon Inigo spell he has. Maybe he can be persuaded to give me a copy. Get a copy of the summon Inigo spell from Langley. And he was talking about stuff on the shelf.
Research. The spiders of Skyrim need to drink more liquid than any other strain, due to their excessive drooling and unfortunate spit reflex.
Fascinating. So he was talking about stuff on a shelf that belonged to him. I'm not sure which shelf he was talking about. He was describing some things. But I don't... I mean, these are shelves here, and these are skulls. But I don't see the other things he was talking about. He was talking about a helmet. And, what else was he talking about? I don't see those items, do you? So, yeah, I don't know what shelf Inigo was talking about.
Observation. Cooking is easy.
Cooking is easy. Huh. So, yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to find this stuff, but I guess it doesn't matter, maybe. I don't know. Huh. I don't know, I just thought he said something about I should take a look at it. But I don't see it.
It smells quite good.
Hey, man. Langley.
Yes?
Can I ask you something?
If you must.
Can you tell me my future?
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. Whenever I try to force a prediction, the results are usually extremely vague. My more accurate visions come to me in the form of dreams, though even then they show possibilities, not definite outcomes.
Have you had, any dreams about me? Come on, man, you can tell me.
No, not yet anyway. I occasionally get flashes of Mr. Dragonfly, but that probably doesn't mean very much. Over time, Inigo's fascination with the little fellow has obviously seeped into my dreams. I wouldn't feel too left out, though. If you have a place in all this, I'm sure you'll show up eventually.
Okay. Golly, tell me about this place.
What do you want to know?
Holy macaroni, look at all this stuff. What's with the statue outside?
I believe a group of Talos worshippers used to live here. I'm not sure where they went, but I fear they may have suffered an attack of some sort. When I first arrived, there were a few collapsed shacks and a destroyed stable, too. This is the only building that was intact. I needed to re-thatch the roof and fix areas of the walkway, but other than that, it was in tip-top condition.
I see. Tell me about the items on the shelves by the table. What? What shelves? Items on the shelves by the table. Do you guys see any shelves? I see some barrels. I mean, I see these things. Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking about this table over here and these shelves? Oh, that's the helmet. Okay, this is what he was talking about. This is the helmet. These are the skulls. Okay. Yeah, tell me about these.
They are relics of Inigo's past. The skulls are all that is left of a coven of witches he and his brother destroyed. The club belonged to the first giant he killed, and the big helmet at the top was once the property of Browolf the Broad, a fearsome tyrant. That one was a near thing, but Inigo and Fergus dispatched him in the end. The stories behind each item are in the books I gave Inigo.
Do you, live here alone?
Yes, I find that stupidity can be contagious. To maintain one's intellectual prowess, it is important to keep one's distance from society as a whole. Of course, this does not apply to Inigo, and since he likes you so much, I'll suffer your company for as long as he wants you around.
Gee, thanks. Can I ask you something else?
I suppose.
Well, tell me about your paintings.
What can I tell you about them?
Well, are they images from your visions?
Yes, I discovered my love of art in the Imperial City. Now I mainly use my talents to depict what I see in my dreams. I paint them as soon as I wake up. I find that locking a dream in place in the form of a picture often lends further insight.
Where do you get your materials?
I make my own. I mix various ingredients with a little oil to create paint. And I've discovered a skeever's tail makes quite a decent brush. Unorthodox, but functional. The ability to improvise is useful when one is so far from civilization.
There's Mr. Dragonfly right there.
I suppose.
I want to know more about you.
I'm an intelligent and very complex man. Try being more specific.
Well, what do you do here?
I write and I experiment. I research and observe. I spend my days mapping out theories and ideas that strengthen humanity's intellectual grasp. I may not be very well known here, but my studies have earned me good standing among certain more rational factions of society.
I see. When did you start receiving these visions?
When I was very young, after I managed to convince people they were real, my father called them a gift. Most of the time, they're a bloody curse. For instance, I knew my mother was going to leave my father before she did. It's hard for a 9-year-old to know what to do with that information.
Tell me about your past.
I'm a native of Skyrim, but I moved to Cyrodiil in my teens. I had a talent for magic, and I was packed off to the Imperial City on an apprenticeship. I never joined a guild or anything. I received my training from an angry little man called Barton Barrius. Bit of a pyromaniac, but a decent sort, really. He never used his powers against humans, wouldn't hear of it, but he enjoyed burning everything else. Anyway, he taught me a great deal about destruction magic, alchemy, and even how to hone my visions. He imbued in me a thirst for knowledge, and I soon began researching a variety of subjects outside the discipline of magic. When I returned to Skyrim, I traveled the hells, making gold by predicting the weather for farmers and such. But my main focus soon became science.
What is science?
It's like magic, but more reliable. It's all about systematically building knowledge and collecting testable explanations. In short, it is the study of everything.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something else.
I suppose.
I'd like to know more about this prophecy of yours, pal.
The Inigo Prophecy. Yes. What do you want to know?
Well, I mean, tell me about this Doomstrider.
I'm horrified by how little I actually know on the subject. I think it's a human, or at least I believe it walks in a human form. My dreams and visions are often metaphorical, so it's hard to discern exactly what it is, or the nature of the destruction it'll bring.
Maybe you're the Doomstrider, dude. So why is this one still highlighted? Like... Oh no, this is a different question. I feel like I need to push him a little bit to get him over where he needs to be, because he's like not stirring the pot, and then when he turns the crank of the spit, he's way off.
Yes, I hope so. I'm inclined to believe that the images I see are not literal. The destruction I witness could be my mind's way of translating any great catastrophe. Perhaps the Doomstrider is an evil man who gains great power. Perhaps it's not a man at all. Maybe it represents famine or disease, or even a wicked idea that infects every mind it touches. That said, considering Inigo is the champion, and his skill set revolves around killing, I think it is more likely that the Doomstrider has a corporeal form.
In your vision, how does Inigo defeat the Doomstrider?
That is unclear to me. Perhaps now Inigo and I are known to one another, my dreams will offer up a clearer picture. I'll be sure to keep him posted.
And what does the Doomstrider look like in your dreams?
There are two dreams. In both, I see a towering, dead-minded, red-eyed monstrosity walking the world, leaving sorrow, death, and despair in its wake. The very gods are powerless to intervene. In one vision, I see them watch in horror as Nirn decays and rots.
What happens in your other vision?
That one is a little better. It starts out in much the same way, but this time the champion is there to stop the Doomstrider. I see a baby blue Khajiit elude death before his first birthday. I see him grow into a great warrior. I see him and I talking in earnest, and I see the gods rejoice as he defeats the demon.
Well, he is good with a bow. I'm going to ask you something else now.
I suppose.
Tell me about this Summon Inigo spell.
It's rubbish. Tosh. Hardly works at all. All it seems to do is give poor Inigo vague directions to the summoner, and a headache.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
I followed the instructions dutifully. There's no reason it shouldn't work. No one knows Inigo better than I do.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
The conjuration mage who created the spell told me that as long as I was Inigo's true friend, I should be able to get it to work. It's clearly broken. I'm the greatest ally Inigo has.
Well, Inigo and I know each other pretty well.
Oh, I'm sure you know him a little, but I've been studying him for decades. No, if the spell doesn't work for me, it won't work for anyone. Isn't that right, Inigo?
I think you should let him try it.
Exactly. What? Why?
Langley, I am sure we are great allies in the making, but my friend here and I have a more immediate bond.
What do you mean? Oh, I didn't realize you were an item.
Not that kind of bond. We have traveled together. We have enjoyed sharing our views on many subjects. We have fought bravely side by side. I have placed my life in his hands. What I'm trying to say is, we are friends. Go on, hand over a copy of the spell. I am the only one who will suffer if it goes wrong.
I see. I won't argue with you, even though it's a waste of time. I will do as you ask.
Thank you. What is the worst that can happen?
You don't want to know. If we're going to do this, we must be scientific. Inigo, you stay here, and your friend and I will go outside. Once we're on the path, I'll give you the spell, and you can try unsuccessfully to teleport Inigo to us. Stare vacantly if you understand.
Stare
Good
vacantly.
luck, my friend. I will wait and brace myself.
Okay, you can quit the vacant gazing routine now. Come on. We should head outside and get this over with.
Okay, let's head outside and get this over with. You okay there, buddy? He's busy. I'm really sorry about this, Mjol. She must feel so left out. It's like, how do I fit into this? Okay, we are now outside. And where is he? Oh gosh, he's underground, isn't he? I bet he's underground. Ah, jeez. Where are you, dude? Doggone it. Oh, crap. Where is he?
I love the cold
She loves the
air.
cold air. Inigo has suggested I ask Langley about the summon Inigo spell he has. Maybe he can be persuaded to give me a copy. Get a copy of the summon Inigo spell from Langley.
It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
Well, where are you, Langley? Are you underground too? See, look at her. She's right. Ah, gee whiz, man. This is bad. How am I supposed to get this thing from Langley? I don't even have a marker for this quest. Oh, man. Where are you, dude? He's nowhere to be found. And I guess he's not going to follow me anywhere. If I walk away, he's not going to come look for me. Is he? He's not. Mjol does. But he's not going to. Well, crud. What am I supposed to do now? It's so strange to me that there's no marker for this quest. I mean, I got it turned on. Yeah, I can't even show it on the map. Huh, I find that odd. So look at her, she's trying to walk into the rock there. I think he's here and he's underground and I can't interact with him, just like Inigo and Mjol were a moment ago. I mean, I was hoping that maybe I would get lucky. If I like looked down, maybe I would see the tip of his head or something. He said go outside to the path. But there's really not much of a path out here, except for where we just walked. So, and then, of course, the storm blowing in here isn't helping at all. Did I hear footsteps? It's probably just Mjol. Maybe I should send Mjol away, so that if I hear footsteps, I know that they are, Langley's. Well, crud, man. Huh. What happens if we go back in the house without him? What'll happen? I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. Yep, he's not here, alright. He's still busy. Huh. Well, this is bad. This is very bad. I mean, if he's down there somewhere, I sure can't see him. Huh. Well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I am going to end this episode right here. And go online and see if we can't figure out if anybody else has had this problem before. I mean, I don't know if it's related to any of the mods I've installed. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I didn't know that the mods would modify the lay of the land this much. Huh. I'll be doggone. Okay, well, I'll see if I could find something online. In the meantime, we have some books here that we just got. One of them is a journal by Da Vinci. Let's take a look. Entry 1. That's it, done. Leia and I are retired. No more contracts, no more blades in the dark, and no more sneaking about. Leia says I'll soon grow tired of a normal life, but I'm not sure. I think I've seen all the death I care to. Now it's time to settle down and spend some of the gold we've saved. So meet the new us. Just an honest couple doing honest work. Huh. That's right, his father was Argonian. Entry 2. We've just bought a house in Riverhold. Life is good here. It's peaceful enough and quite pretty in its own way. Most of the locals are pleasant and far more accepting than we were expecting. It's a very cosmopolitan place with all the border trading that goes on. No one seems to mind the idea of an Argonian and a Khajiit living together. Our new home is next door to the town orphanage, and Leia keeps bringing it up in conversation. She wants a family. I'll be honest, the idea terrifies me. It is possible that a couple of trained assassins like us could be good parents. Oh, I'm sorry, it's supposed to say, is it possible that a couple of trained assassins like us could be good parents? I don't know. Entry 3. I'm working a local mine, and Leia just got a job at the orphanage. We went there yesterday. I think I'm going to be a father. We saw 2 little Khajiit boys that melted our hearts. They are supposedly twins, but one is golden and the other is an unusual shade of blue. Seeing Leia with the boys, I don't know, it just felt right. We discussed adopting them all night. She said that if it was only down to her, she'd go and collect them now. I told Leia I had to think about it, but I'm fairly sure my mind is made up. She is going to be an amazing mother. I love her more than words can say and can deny her nothing. I'll lock all our weapons in the basement and get to work on making the spare room baby-proof. That's adorable. Entry 4. We are now proud parents. We've named the boys Fergus and Inigo after our favorite former guildmates. The woman at the orphanage told us the little she knew of their past. A soldier found Inigo and Fergus in an abandoned shack about 50 miles from here. He heard them crying as he took shelter and discovered the boys wrapped in linen rags, half hidden in a pile of straw. The boys had a letter tucked between them. It was from their birth mother. We were shown the letter, but it was ragged and torn, so I asked if I could make a copy for posterity. It reads, Attila hopes you have found her children safe. They are twins born only minutes apart, though as you can see they are unalike. What had been a pleasant day began to darken at the time of their birth, and I heard much wailing and commotion outside my tent. My first son came then, but by the time his little brother entered the world, the sky outside was like night. I held them in my arms, and it was as if their cries brought back the sun, for then the darkness lifted and the voices outside rejoiced. I smiled and wondered if a third moon had appeared during my labor, as such a thing is said to signal the arrival of a main. Wishful Attila, stupid Attila, cursed Attila. There had been no third moon, only darkness. A few weeks later, my youngest sprouted his first blue hair, and his fate was decided. It has been nearly 100 years since the last bad moon omen, but upon seeing that tiny blue strand, our elder recognized its meaning. The village would suffer greatly unless my baby was put to death. Alas, Attila could not allow it. I can no longer trust the father of my children. The moons hold greater sway over his heart than we do. Our situation fills him with great sadness, but he is elder-born and wishes to appease Macer and Secunda above all else. The night before the sacrifice, I heard a woman's voice speak, though no woman could be seen. The voice was fair but commanding. It said, Run, Attila. The way is clear. Take your babies and flee. I bundled up my little ones and snuck away into the desert. I have traveled many miles, but my people are tracking us and they grow close. They will have blood one way or another. I would rather it were mine. Earlier, the woman's voice spoke up again inside my head. She said I must go now and draw our pursuers away from this place. She said my children will be found here by one who can help them. As strange as it sounds, I believe her. Please take my darlings to safety, and when they are old enough to understand, tell them that Attila loves them still. Leia says that she has never heard of such a barbarically pious tribe in her homeland, but the existence of such people does not surprise her. There are stories of forgotten settlements that still thrive in isolation among the shifting sands. Attila must have hailed from such a place. Her plan worked, and now her boys are safe and loved. Leia and I will do our utmost to give them the best of everything. When they are old enough, we will tell the boys about their mother and what she endured to save their lives. It is a sad tale, and I am not sure if we will ever tell them absolutely everything. That is a worry for another day. Here and now they are happy, and they make us happy. Long may it last. Entry 5. Leia and I are just back from a job. I know, we're retired, but it was good to flex those old muscles again, and it was only a group of outlaws. The thugs had been terrorizing a village a few miles away, so we waited until dark, left the boys at the orphanage with one of Leia's co-workers, tooled up, and took care of business. By the hist, it felt good. I must admit my armor is getting a little snug, but it seems Leia and I are as good a team as ever. I love her so much. When we returned to the orphanage, Leia's friend led us to the basement where Inigo and Fergus were chasing spiders. They looked so adorable, I had to draw them. Entry 6. We've decided to teach the boys how to handle themselves. I'm sure many would say they are too young for weapons, but it's a harsh world out there, and we both agree they'll be better off with a little training. Inigo instantly took a shine to archery, while Fergus seems to favor the sword. They both show great aptitude, even at such a young age. I am a very proud father. Fergus is already turning into a determined and thoughtful boy. Inigo has amazing reflexes and a sense of the absurd that often has the rest of us laughing even when we shouldn't be. Most importantly, the brothers are fiercely loyal. They often fight and squabble, but at the slightest hint of danger, they unflinchingly stand up for one another. When I'm down the mine, the boys spend most of their days at the orphanage with Leia. It's sad, but you could say they never really left. Ah well, I see no harm, and they often cheer up the other children. Entry 7. Poor Inigo had a bit of trouble at the market today. Some local boys and girls were making fun of him because of his blue fur. Little hooligans. If he'd had his bow with him, I think he would have taught them a thing or two. If Fergus had been there, things could have gotten ugly. We don't want either of the boys seriously hurting anyone, so Leia showed them a few hand-to-hand tricks just in case things get rough. We adults often forget what a battleground childhood can be. I spoke to the parents of the boy who instigated the bullying. The father said his son wasn't responsible and called me a filthy lizard. Maybe this town isn't as open-minded as we first thought. Entry 8. Leia discovered Fergus and Inigo playing with our most precious weapons today. I have no idea how they got the display cases open. Luckily, Inigo is still too weak to draw lightning, and thunder is too heavy for them to wield. Can you imagine if either had discharged in the house? We locked the weapons away in a safer place. We have to keep an eye on those boys. Entry 9. Sadness and excitement today. Riverhold lost 3 people to a large group of migrating giant spiders. Leia and I knew we were the only ones capable of helping, so we strapped on our weapons and exterminated the beasts. To be honest, the boys did most of the work. They were eager to test their weapons on live targets, and I must say they did fantastically well. As the villagers hid in their homes, Leia and I dispatched about 10 of the beasts, then watched as Inigo and Fergus took care of the rest. They fought efficiently and with great zeal. Fergus became a quiet whirlwind of deadly steel as Inigo expertly loosed a storm of arrows and insults. That boy would joke on the gallows. They are young men now, and they are already talking about leaving Riverhold to seek their fortune. I would rather my children sought a more sedentary occupation, but they clearly wish to use their skill to help others who are less able. I'm confident that as long as they have each other, they will be safe. Entry 10. Our little boys are now men. It feels like only yesterday they were just fuzzy little bundles. Leia and I have agreed to let them travel the land in search of their fortune. They leave behind 2 extremely proud parents. We are gifting them our most prized weapons. Inigo will take lightning, Leia's bow. Fergus will take thunder, my sword. May they protect our children and strike fear into the hearts of all who oppose them. I better stop writing and help them pack. Dearest Fergus and Inigo, come back safe and happy. I miss you already. Entry 11. They are gone, our boys, our sons, our greatest achievement. Leia and I are already growing restless, rattling around this empty house. Everything is the same, but everything has changed. They will return in a few years, and I cannot wait to see the men they will surely have become. Until that day, we'll keep the fire stoked and their rooms ready. Entry 12. A courier brought us news from the boys today. It's been over a year since they last sent word. They are well and happy. They say they have had many adventures and are now heading to Cyrodiil. They have caught the traveling bug and want to see as much of Tamriel as they can before coming home. I'm so glad they are all right. The letter has put us in a fantastic mood. Leia and I went to the inn and had a few drinks. We spent most of the night toasting our boys repeatedly. They are happy, they are safe, and they are together. All is well. Entry 13. We haven't heard from Inigo and Fergus in a long time, but I'm sure they're okay. There's a lot of world out there to explore. Let them have their fill of it before returning. They are not the only ones who feel the call of the road. Leia and I are growing tired of our inactive lifestyle. Perhaps we can go on a little trip of our own, something with a bit of risk and adventure. It has been far too long. Entry 14. Adventure has found us. I can't wait to hit the road again. A trading caravan passed through town today and they were looking for guards. It's perfect. A bit of travel, a bit of adventure, and who knows, we may even bump into Fergus and Inigo. We join the group tomorrow. Leia is choosing her armor at the moment. I think we should each take a light and heavy set. It sounds like we could be passing through bandit territory. Nothing we can't handle, I'm sure. Leia is calling me. I had better get my things together. That was the last page. Well, that was interesting. I enjoyed that. Now we understand Inigo's hatred of spiders. But that was a good little journal there, a good little story. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, why don't you let me know, leave me a like or a comment. If you know what to do about this dude that's trapped down here, let me know. But I will most probably have already looked it up and hopefully come up with a solution before the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I sure hope you join me again in the next episode.